Goosebumps. They're so good, it's scary.
Hello, Goosebumps fans. So, I think just for you guys, I think the main channel will get to have some of this too. Only fair. But, anyways, I think eventually I will start over again. Well, I don't think I should because the original 62 books have been most likely ran to the ground. I think I actually looked through those like at least two, maybe even three times. Given I would like to do it like one more time as a refresher, but I think I need to continue on, journey on, which I wanted to do that. I wanted to get to Goosebumps 2000. I wanted to dive into it, and I somewhat dived into it, but I really want to dive into it, but not in the way of my main sources are podcasts, the podcast people, because it gets very, very hard, extremely hard. It's like, yeah, but it'll be awesome to be side by side with Goosebuds, and it's like, kind of, but they take an hour or so to freaking get through the book versus many others who might actually take less than 30 minutes. You see the problem here. So, I would like to go to Goosebumps 2000. Heck, I might even dive into not Slappy World, sorry, Horror Land, which I think I might do that my damn self. Believe it or not, I might actually do it my own self. I have all the books, so it's going to be an interesting concept, but I doubt I'll actually have time or anything. But we shall see. Especially since it's half a book. It's actually half a book. I can actually read all through all of them. Like, I think I just need like at least 2 or 3 days. I don't know. We'll have to see when I actually would do it. But, anyways, one thing I would like to do is just to get a fresh start and have new conclusions from the books. The old conclusions are great and all, but always good to actually have a fresh look at the books and find new concepts that I most likely might have missed. But I'll tell you one thing, besides the whole thing of where it's like, then someone will look at the old videos containing to that book and look at the newer, fresher videos of the book and then say that I contradict myself. And I'm like, oh, because then I can make a brand new series where I go against my old self into the concepts. The only messed up part is like the old self can't fight back. So I'll try to be cool. But I'll tell you one thing that definitely won't change is me versus Slappy in the fact of he's just a wuss. Slappy's a wuss and Slappy's not formidable. He became formidable after Goosebumps 2000. As soon as that hit, as soon as he somehow got what Mr. Wood got, that's when he became formidable. That's when he came something. But him in the books, like him in the books, first book, he did not stick up against Mr. Wood. He didn't do it. Instead, he just sit there and waited for Mr. Wood to get destroyed. Then he made his play. So basically, he's a freaking wuss. Someone who tried to defend him said that, oh, he was just a mastermind puppet. Boom. And he just puppeted the girls to do his dirty work for him, which I'm like, still kind of wuss. He still kind of was. He didn't do anything to taunt Mr. Wood or anything. Yeah, he didn't do anything, and it's like, damn. So, the second book, he got twisted like a freaking pretzel, defeated by getting twisted like a pretzel at one point. But then, the same way, which I forgot who said it's the same book. Who said it was the same book? It was either Squid Jib that said it was the same book. I don't think so. D83 said it was the same book. I don't think so. Or it most likely would have been Paparino who said it's the same book, which technically it's the same book. Two dummies, one's playing possum and scared. The other one is the freaking mastermind and crazy nut job evil man. And in this version, instead of him getting destroyed by the others, he decided to channel his Batista energy, Dennis did, and freaking just boom to the floor, cracking his head wide open. At that point, I think that's when Slappy wasn't truly a wuss anymore, or this is when he gets to the point where he's like, yeah, I think got to get a little bit more vicious. Yeah, and then when he got more vicious in the third book, even though he wasn't really doing much, but he eventually did, he got tickled to submission. He got tickled to submission. And then he played possum. Again. Again, he played possum. Just so Zane will take him. Well, they just decided to play a prank on him, and Zane took him. Then we get to Goosebumps 2000. Not going to talk about the whole gap between this. But got Jimmy O. James, and Slappy is now extremely vicious. But he gets taken away because he found his bride. Yeah, but in this case, it's like, see his shift? He became a little bit more violent. This is where Mr. Wood basically, this is Mr. Wood energy we're talking about. And how did he get defeated? Smart thinking, and the one that he played the fool on, which she did. Did he really play the fool on her? I don't think so. I think she's just been stupefied by her own damn self, and because of that, that's how she basically got fooled. And then, yeah, he got taken down by the one that he should have been took down or something, or he should have already sweet talked her to the point of where he betrayed her. She can't do anything. She's locked up or something, and now he goes for her, goes for the little girl. And in this case, remember, this is the part where we look and notice that this is before all the changes. He's basically a 3,000-year-old Egyptian sorcerer wanting a little girl. That doesn't sound good or look good at all, does it? Oh my gosh, it does not look good at all. Oh, good lord. But then, yeah, of course, like I said, oh yeah, and then he possessed her. Like, yeah, then we get this new redcon where previously, head got cracked open, he's a slug. He doesn't go into any person's freaking body at all. He's a slug. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Then magic actually revived him, and then as soon as his body's officially, I guess his body has to be truly destroyed for that to work. Yeah, right now that's the only book that has him to be truly destroyed. So that means if you destroy his body truthfully, he won't bother you. So if we even skip to Ghost of Slappy, that means that if he has a crack in his head, he's able to become a ghost. If his head is broken open, he could possess you. But if your body's completely oh no, sorry. If his head's broken right open, then he's in afterlife, I guess. You know, it's like if he has a big hole in his head, yeah. But his body's fully destroyed, then he actually, so I guess basically he's stuck in a body and he can't do anything if his head's just broken wide open. So that means that when it comes to, I forgot his name, all he had to do is actually just hit him with a freaking hammer, hit his hit his freaking head even more wide open. So he's not a ghost anymore. He's just stuck in his body until someone actually put him back together. Yeah, this is hard to try to make great cons work. But Slappy's Nightmare was the best one, where I was like, if we go by what one person said, that Wally is Mr. Wood, if we go by that idea, then basically we now have the first book all over again. But this time, Slappy's like, listen, dude, I'm not going to be in your shadow no more. I'm not afraid of you. I'm going to take you out officially. You're not going, I'm not going to let anyone else take you down. It's me. I'm going to prove to myself that I'm no wuss and I can take you down. That was beautiful. I say that's the best book ever for him to prove that he's not afraid of Mr. Wood no more because he was afraid of Mr. Wood. He didn't want to do anything with Mr. Wood. So that means that if Mr. Wood came back, he would again cower in fear. Especially when Mr. Wood's like, oh, I remember you. Oh, you were alive this whole time. Oh, I see. Yep. Sabi will be quaking in them boots. He'll be quaking. he wouldn't be able to do anything anymore. He would be running for his life because Mr. Wood would hunt him down and destroy him. Versus he manned up, and now he's able to go with Mr. Wood because he had so many trials, I guess we can say, so many obstacles in his way that he had to get through to get to this point of where now he's confident enough to take down Mr. Wood. Too bad Wally is not Mr. Wood apparently, which damn that sucks. But that only just leads to the point of Slappy still can't go against Mr. Wood. And if he does go against Mr. Wood, he most likely still would play possum. Yep, he will pretend he's not alive, and yeah, that's how messed up it is, and that's how well, I believe it's not gonna fix anything. Anyways, we're just gonna stop right there because all the things that shows it's just that Slappy is just not that formidable. Did he actually? It's like, yeah, I think he got pound driver and flattened by a girl once. Not like truly flattened like Mr. Wood, but yeah. I mean, if he has trouble taking down a girl, I don't know who he can actually go against. The only time that Slappy really actually had true power had to be when it was the Horrorland. Yeah, Horrorland, which even then, eh. Most Wanted, definitely. Most Wanted was something that really actually showed that, yeah, he's formidable now. And then Slappy World just made him a freaking god. Made him to the point where he has so many powers. He's overpowered. Dude, he has so many powers. He has Heat Beam Eye Blast. He can, I think he can fly too. It's like, dude, he he could freaking melt amber and awaken things that were mummified. Yeah, even a freaking damn T Rex. Like, yeah, he can actually resurrect a T Rex skeleton. Yeah, they gave him too much power. And I'm pretty sure there's even more power. So they gave him a lot of powers to the point where it's like, well, if Slappy does return, thank goodness it's not Slappy World anymore. But what powers will he still retain from Slappy World? Because now Slappy was in control. He can rewrite the world the way he wanted. This is why he might have made him a twin brother that really actually is awesome. He might actually rewrote Wally and turned him into Snappy. Yeah, because apparently he's like you would figure he would hate him, but I would say more the fact of maybe he just switched Slappy, I mean Wally, with someone that he could truly actually care about, even though we don't see any way of him caring about his brother after that one book, which is sad. You would figure that if he really cared about his brother, and this is Slappy World, the only scream in it, then he would most likely have books where his brother showed up again. We get to see what his brother's been doing. But we never got that. So I don't understand how he loves his brother so damn much, but yet nothing. He doesn't spy on his brother. He doesn't look at his brother and tell his brother things and pat his brother on the back and say so many things and heck even allow his brother to join him while commentating on his story. It's really sad, really. So, anyways, yeah, I think I might restart the series again. Don't know if I'm going to go all the way back to the 62, maybe. But Goosebumps 2000, if someone actually is willing to do that, that would be great. Horrorland, I might do myself. In Slappy World, well, I guess I could dive into Slappy World. I could dive in it and truly actually see how powerful Slappy really is in that world. Anyways, have a scary day, have a scary night.